Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Viterra, SaskTel, SGI, White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, Curling Canada and the 2020 Scotties Tournament of Hearts, CurlSask, SaskTel Max TV, and Realcast Media.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our continuing live coverage of Saskatchewan Championship Curling. Today it's the men. We are at the 2020 SaskTel Tankard, live from the Horizon Credit Union Center in Melville. My name is Sean Joyce. I'm joined here at our broadcast location by K.Hartung and Susan Lang. And if you're thinking, it seems like just yesterday that we were watching women, well, it's because it was. There's a bit of a change in the format this year. We'll get into that in a few minutes, but the men still play the 16-team triple, so we will have a feature game on Sheet 3 between B.Heidt and K.Hartung. We'll keep an eye on all of the sheets. You see Matt Dunstone Lloyd fell on Sheet 1. On Sheet 2, it's Josh Height against Steve Howard. And on Sheet 3, Jason Jacobson will be playing against the Tankard team out of North Battleford. Feature game just about set to get underway, and while they wait, let's meet the teams in this first round matchup.
B.Heidt. I'm the skip, B.Heidt. The third is Mark Lang. Second, Glenn Height. And lead, Dan Ormsby. We don't have a coach, and we curl out of the Crobert Curling Club in Crobert, Saskatchewan.
Hi, we're Team Hartung. I'm skip Cody Hartung. The third is Tyler Hartung. Second, Jaden Schwaga. Lead, Mark Larson. And we curl out of the Langenburg Curling Club in Langenburg.
So before the game starts, the teams have a practice session, and then they draw to the button to determine who has the last rock in the first end of play. It was the Height team that won that last rock. Cody Hartung's last shot draw, I believe they call it. Picked on the way in, and that's an unfortunate way to start the competition.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to start.
Fortunately, though, in a triple knockout like this, it's not a cumulative basis for your draw shot distance like it is in a round robin. So they lose the hammer here in this game, but it won't further penalize them or hurt them down the road. Frequently in round robin competitions, it'll be your cumulative draw shot distance that might or will impact any tiebreaker situations.
So they throw the guard up to start. And now the Height team will look for the come around. One of the important stats to keep track of with the Height team is the total combined age of the curlers on this team is 243.
I believe you're looking at their Masters team this year, as well as their seniors and as well as their men's.
Yeah, go. Let's go, Mark. Mark.
Well, certainly a long curling tradition, a lot of history with all the players on the B.Heidt squad, and it just goes to show that, you stay involved in the game. You keep involved and improving your game and evolving as the game has gone. You can play this game at a high level for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
People like Glenn Howard are out still on the World Curling Tour, showing a lot of people how it's done still.
Yeah.
So there's great to have some youth and vigor on a team, but there's more than one way to win a game out here these days.
You talked about Glenn still being out there. I was talking to Russ before the game. We've got their team, that game mic'd up for the backup game. Steve Howard playing out there. And I haven't seen that roster a lot this year, so I had to confirm who was playing third. And I said, Daniel, you're playing third? Russ said, yeah, for the first game, and then he thumbs towards himself. And I think Russ did play an event with the team this year.
He did at the Highland Spiel in Regina.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Yep, get it here. Go, go, go.
But both teams here, Heidt and Hartung are certainly well-known surnames for curling fans in Saskatchewan, as Jeff Hartung is dad to Cody and Tyler that are out playing here. So, and Jeff is here with his own team this week also. So these families are well-known, well-entrenched in the curling scene here in Saskatchewan. Josh Heidt is next door playing here with his team, playing next to dad. So one of the few times Tracy Heidt, mom and wife, gets to watch everybody on the same draw versus being entrenched in a seat for the entire, all the games and all the draws.
We've got a little delay here as looks like the handle on one of the Hartung stones is broken. You could see Jaden trying to spin the handle, and it just was turning loose. It's not really attached to the rock.
I just kind of chuckled at the way he picked it up like it was a pencil.
So waiting for the official, or the official's already signaled for the ice maker, waiting for somebody from the ice making crew to come down and repair the handle. While they do that, let's take a look at the draw here. It's a 16-team triple that we play on the men's. The 4 games that you see on the left side of your screen there are all on the ice this afternoon. The 4 games on the right side of the sheet will be on the ice at 7:30 tonight, and we'll have that matchup for you as well. We'll be featuring the game between Ryan Dice and Brady Kendall. But again, we'll keep you up to date on all the games. Important for these teams to stay in the A as long as they can. Of course, you could win the A event. You go straight through to the Page 1-2 game.
Yeah, you can get out of here with not very many games being played, actually. If we take a look at Silvernagel from just this past event, they came through the A. Now, granted, the women had 12 teams and they were set ahead. So she won the entire thing with 5 games. Now, the men, it would take 6 if you went through undefeated.
If you went through undefeated, yeah. Of course, you want to stay in that A as long as you can to avoid some of the B and C can be a very long road through. But the A and the B both get into that Page A-B game, so you've got 2 chances to get into the final. You can either win the Page A-B game, or if you lose that one, drop to the semi. It gives you another chance to reach that final on Sunday afternoon. And
I'm just wondering, if you're a Masters team, do you want to stay in the A as long as possible?
Well, you know, the Masters team is playing seniors as well this year, and Carrie Tearsoff, our producer and camera operator and everything else, playing seniors, so am I. So we were saying last night when we saw Brad at supper, if you guys just wanted to get tired right out this week, we'd be fine with that.
Well, I see Jason Broughton coming out with his rock handle tightening tool there, so hopefully we'll be underway in just a minute or so.
There you can see it. Clock's, of course, not counting down during this. That was actually probably one of the first things they wanted to do, is make sure the officials stop the clock. They may even give them a few seconds back.
There we go. Looks like there's a little story to go with it.
He's got to not only did I fix the stone, I'm going to tell you why I had to fix it.
Yeah. Darn women broke it.
You know, the thing is, of course, it's just the first stone for Jaden here. He's got 2 stones. Could have maybe thrown the other one, but a lot of these teams, especially if you're trying to manage your stones and you don't think that they're necessarily 100% matched, and we did see some of that, some of those conversations during the women's, you don't want to throw these rocks out of a specific order.
Whoa, whoa, no, back east, no, can't touch it, back east to back 4, no, line's good, yep, good shot, feel good, got a boy.
Well, that was worth waiting for. He puts that right on the face of the yellow stone. Just enough of the inside corner to make sure the red is shot. 5 stones have come to rest, so Brad Height now asking Glenn Height, no relation, spelled differently, to peel the guard, or is he looking for the straight run back?
Roll it, Dan.
Pretty sure it was just a
Looked
peel.
like the straight peel.
Yeah.
Just can't tell for sure because Brad was actually in the house as if he was trying to line it up for the run back.
He's saving steps. He's saving himself.
Jaden Schwago with his second stone. Hometown, Roxton, Saskatchewan, so not terribly far away from here.
Looking to replace the guard.
Curled over just a bit, but Brad's not going to waste any time leaving that center guard in play.
Straight peel. Yeah.
So just the straight peel.
Yep, yep. Hard. Hard, Dan. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Oh.
Change of plan.
We'll jiggle them around enough that I'm not as sure who's shot anymore.
But it does make that yellow rock vulnerable. It was pretty secure in there, but it also meant that top red one wasn't going anywhere too far. So nice to see Tyler Hartung back with the team. He had an injury late in the summer this year and missed the first 2 to 3 months of the season. So they had quite the revolving doors of fourth players. But Tyler joining the team back in December and set themselves up for a really nice run at the Players' Championship in January.
Sits on top of the red, nudges it just a bit, and again, we can tell who shot rock.
Back four.
Well, looking to jiggle those rocks around just a little bit so they've got an opportunity to remove that middle red one. Right about now, it's pretty secure.
Whoa, off. Whoa, stay close. Off.
Looking for a big finish here. It's still out there quite a bit.
Plan B might be try to pick that red off the button. Oh.
Not bad.
Weight was pretty close, but they didn't get the curl that they were looking for.
Does leave a bit of a pocket behind the button.
Maybe to take the. Well, that needs its doubles. Top 8. Yep.
So while that yellow double may look a little bit tempting, if Cody can get Tyler's rock snuggled in here, those yellow rocks are gone, very vulnerable and won't be in place. So draw in here will really put the pressure on the Height team.
Well, they're protecting the double on the other side too. There's that red rock that just got nudged. You could make a double if the yellows weren't sitting there. That red on the button, it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Shot.
Changes things a little bit.
I don't know if it matters how close we zoom in. I'm not going to be able to tell who's second shot. It's close.
I'm going to
for
say
second.
yellow. I think I can see white there.
Run that one.
And
Get
the
this
red.
one just
I have a
over
feeling
the
these
top.
will be moving around a little bit yet, though,
Well,
before the end
yeah,
of the end.
that's-
So looking to run this yellow center guard in and jiggle some rocks around and try to get something positioned in the front of the rings, front of this 4 foot.
We talked a little bit about the format change at the start. 16-team triple for the men, that's not a change. It was the 12-team triple for the women, and then going right back to back. We happened to get a chance to talk to a few of the men's teams as they trickled in last night. Some of them had seen the tail end of the championship final of the women's. And I think everyone we talked to is pretty excited about the ice, and then also the fact that, you know, you get into an event like this, you know, the ice maker only gets in about 4 or 5 days before the event starts. The ice isn't necessarily, let's say, broken in when you start. We saw that with the women's. It changed a little bit the first couple of days as they got it up to what they'd like it to be at. Well, the men don't have to break the ice in this year. It's already done. Like, they're playing on ice that's fully ready to go, and I think they all sounded quite excited about that last night.
Yeah, dare I say, the men should be happy. Yeah, no, it's great and perfect conditions for them. Plus, they get to watch a little and see what it's all about and see what the ice is like. And yeah, I'm sure there's no complaints whatsoever.
That might be one of the reasons why we're seeing all these rocks in the play in the first end.
Yeah, get at it. They know.
They've seen the ice. They know it's good.
Cody looking to replace that center guard. And now, if he does, it means it's a red rock that would be needed to move anything around. So Brad's team's in a lot of trouble here right now early.
We got to hit about a half a rock to that now to get it to spin. Yeah. All right. Right there.
So not willing to leave it there, but danger, danger all around when you're running red into red and it's your yellows that are at the back of that rock pile.
Wants to drive the first one over the top slightly, the one at the top of the 4 foot, and that might kick out shot rock now. How the rest of them are going to splash is a little bit tougher to predict. Depends how thick he hits the second stone.
There more.
I don't know that he can kill any more than one here, but if he gets a good splash on the rocks in the house, at least he might open up the front of the button.
So Brad with the big backswing.
Still has the big weight.
Yeah, the old guys can still throw and sweep pretty good. That
Well,
changes things up nicely.
Should have a shot to score now. K.Hartung.
Well, deciding how much trouble he wants Brad to face on his last one. Removing that yellow stone would have red sitting up to 4, depending if that button one stays in the rings. But Cody hitting half a rock here can remove the yellow, roll a shooter over, roll that T-line one over, and shot rock would be buried.
That's good. Yep.
So just throwing control weight, looking to keep all his red rocks in play.
Well, made the hit, moved it a little bit, but it's still sitting third shot now. Is there a double on the top reds where you could hold your shooter?
I don't think so.
How about the run?
With the run, perhaps.
We shot?
Or does that jam on the back one? It might.
Are we shot if we nose it? Close. Close.
The curls it all behind them once we get past the guard.
Yeah, we're not going to be shot if we nose it. We'd have to roll.
And that gets it back into here.
Or I can play this for 2.
He's wondering if he can play this into the middle of those 2 stones, send one this way. And you'd have to get it to go by there, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Close.
Anything there, get a little bit of a rip. Whatever you like.
I don't know, let's go.
I like this call. Playing the wide open 1-for-1 isn't, well, if it's even there for one.
Well,
You'd have to flop a little bit as well. Not easy.
And you're taking a chance there,
Yeah.
too, because when you hit it off the nose, you're going to jam it on that back yellow if you ever
And
roll
see
out.
where your shooter goes.
Spot the shot off the other one.
Well, they've thrown this intern here twice already, so they've got a pretty good handle on what this line is doing. And without that clear shot at getting one, may as well try this. And if it works out, start your game out with two. This one's hanging out. It's not curling up for them.
Got to be real careful not to drive the red onto the yellow. It goes by everything, so it will be a steal of two for K.Hartung. We're underway here at the 2020 SaskTel Tankard.
Welcome back. I'm here with one of Canada's top curlers, Chelsea Carey. Chelsea, fans can get really close to the action at a live event. Do you think that's unique to the sport of curling?
Go, Chelsea! Yes.
At least she's okay. Experience the Scotties Tournament of Hearts live. Buy tickets now at curling.ca.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Well, one end in the books. We've actually got rocks in play and points on the board. We'll quickly update all of the scores here in this opening draw action.
Well, we had rocks in play across all four sheets. I think we're in for an exciting week and weekend on sheet one. We have Dunstone playing Fell, and after a few unfortunate misses, it was a wide open draw for three. Start that game 3-0, Dunstone over Fell.
Josh Heiss was forced in the first end against Steve Howard, takes a 1-0 lead in the second.
Our feature sheet, we saw the steal of two there. So Height 2-0.
And same story on sheet 4 with Cole Tenachuk, forced against Jason Jacobson, and he has a 1-0 lead when they're playing the second end.
So with that steal of 2 points, we see the Hartung team attempting to put their stone on the top of the forefoot, a little bit deep, followed by a corner guard.
Did nothing. I know. Pretty good throw.
From Dan Ormsby. I guess the other stat that we didn't mention, we got the 243 years total of age, but 3 members of this team have played in provincials in 5 different decades.
Yes, that's right. Just in case we didn't think these gentlemen were a little long in the tooth, they've all been involved at high level of curling throughout their entire curling careers. Actually, Mark was saying his very first provincial tankard was in 1980, which was 40 years ago. And actually, Mark and Brad played against each other in high school provincials way back when it was just a 4-team competition. So they've all kept up their curling careers for several decades, and they're actually very proud of that accomplishment to still be here playing and testing out all the new young guns that are coming out.
And so they should be. I think that's just awesome. There's very few sports that are lifelong sports, but this is one of them. And not just lifelong, but you can be extremely competitive as the years go on.
There's a really nice setup draw by Dan Ormsby.
How many years have Dan and Brad been playing together?
That I don't know, but I know it rolls into the decades also. They went to Briar together, and they've been in their region and district playdowns just about forever.
Yeah.
Hammer is still team
So looking just to nestle down to that draw, Jaden Schwaga with the corner freeze attempt.
Nudges it just a little bit, but stays in behind cover. A good angle onto that Yellowstone.
Roger.
Well, Jaden actually ended up playing a lot of third this year with Tyler being out of commission, and he said he really quite enjoyed it and, you know, brought a couple more shots into his repertoire. He also felt his biggest role in the team was finding that fourth player every weekend, because they did have a heavy Bonspiel schedule. They're usually good for 6 or 7 events every year, and Jaden was glad to have Tyler back.
Nothing out of the brushers here. This one looks a little strong. Slides between the reds and out the back.
Never cornered again. I don't think.
Here's where I like the difference between the men and the women, you know? You see a shot like that from the women and you sometimes see, oh, good try. I don't know, you don't see that much here.
I don't think Brad's body language quite had that message.
Yep. Hard line. Wait, 3 line. Hard line. Really gotta go. Stop it. Really gotta go. Hard. You got it. Go.
Boy, these guys are all going to love the sweeping ice that this is. Sweeping is huge here, given the fact that it's so quick and there's so much curl.
You heard Cody say as they were coming by, nope, you got to touch it the way that was curling. If you'd have got it by, he would have curled right by those 2 stones in the rings. Would have probably been 4th shot.
Yeah, the late finish here is incredible.
You can see from that angle, he left it in a pretty good spot. It's tough for B.Heidt to get at that stone directly, so I think they're playing the raise here.
Hard line. T-line. Gotta really go.
Well, maybe he's playing the port.
I think he is.
It'd be tough to get to the inside of that stone through the port. He might just push it closer to the 8-foot.
I don't think we're going to find out.
Yeah, we're not going to find out.
I think that takes away the port.
Last weight.
He threw the opposite shots.
Yeah.
He needed that through the house weight on the second one.
That was the weight he needed on the first one. Oh boy, did that curl hard.
Yep. We've seen it all week.
Fight the 4. Line's good.
Well, the bigger problem for the Height team is that now you've given K.Hartung a chance to try to use those rocks in the center again.
Whoa. Piece of the 4, actually. Whoa. Yeah, squads. Yeah. You just top 8. Yeah.
Tyler trying to bring this one around to the top of the 4-foot.
Good spot.
It's pretty good there. Is edge to edge fully open.
Whoa. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Go.
Looking
right
for
up.
the double.
Good shot. Attaboy.
That
Gets them
works
both
pretty
moving.
good.
If you'd have thrown them the opposite times, you'd have made them both.
Nothing like the truth.
Yeah.
Job down.
Good thing he told Glenn, because Glenn probably didn't know that.
Board or hack?
And making sure that Glenn knew that.
Exactly.
Yeah, he'd already told the other 2 guys. Had to wait till Glenn got down. Is that the difference you were talking about? About you missed a shot for the women, and you just say, nice shot, nice try.
Yep.
It's good. Clean. Nice board. Yes. Nice board. Yep. Nice board. All right.
Here you see the curl coming off the line.
Wow.
Sorry, Brad.
That is not what they played. And you heard Cody turn around and say, sorry, Brad.
Not gonna lie, that's probably better.
That's too bad. Worked out good.
I'd say sorry, but that's not my fault.
Not sure. I guess go that, or you just want to hit it. Play this hit and flop here.
He did say sorry anyway.
Okay,
I heard him.
Yeah, maybe that's the shot.
Like that one?
Yeah. We don't have to go too hog wild here yet, boys.
No.
To Mark's point, it's only the second end. 4 foot's all wide open here. Even if you're forced to take here one, you got a long game yet.
And to Cody's point, he said that might be better anyway. Of course, if you make that hit, you're actually protecting a rock in the back of the 4 foot at some point in time.
Whoa!
Brad Height doesn't see a blank coming here. He's going to try to freeze to that stone and see if he can't get two. By opening it up, pretty good chance you're going to get the force here.
More weight in that one, eh?
No, it's good. Yeah.
Probably a hair more weight.
How much
on
you got,
that
a
one.
foot? A little more, yeah.
But I think you get out a little further. They run a little.
I think I can take more.
Got it, yeah. Yep.
That way it goes.
Control. Last end, that control is probably a smidge soft.
Smidge soft.
Yeah, I look.
It's okay.
Whoa. No, it's not.
Green. Yep. Right to it. That's good weight.
Hits and sits 2.
Go.
Looking for the long roll across the house.
Perfect, everything. Let's go here. Okay.
Whoa, off.
Nope.
Oh, man.
No. Nope.
Yeah.
Get up. All right.
Makes the hit, but the shooter will roll out of play. Chance for Tyler Hartung to decide where do you want to put this stone.
Yeah, it looks like Cody's just saying, let's just give him the same next shot. We might get that same result.
Yeah, I like more.
Nice opportunity for Cody here to figure out the draw weight line.
Pass should be good here, I think.
I think so. Like it might be a couple
foot or two
feet
slower.
Yeah.
Jay Gear's pretty good marks.
Huh?
Jay Gear's pretty good.
So opened up the broom a little bit. They're just figuring out if they're going to go on a little different weight path here, but it's such a nice opportunity to break down all portions of the ice here and get that consistent draw weight all across the sheet.
They jumped this one right out of his hand. I'd like to get T-line out of it.
Looks pretty good.
Easy, dude.
We did find that at the Scotties, that sweeping could drag a rock a long way.
Good sweep, guys.
Nice sweep.
So leaving Brad the open hit and stick for a single.
Yeah.
Just bringing the weight down a little bit. I think he just said he was going to throw a good bump.
I'll go to spreadsheet. I'm not changing here.
So
Final
big
stone
point
here for Brad Height.
This is a
Needs to hit and stick to get his single point.
off.
We're off this one right away, too. A little bit quieter weight. It's curling now.
Come on, Brad.
Doesn't have a lot of room to roll, though. And it will roll just a little bit too far. K.Hartung will steal another point here in the second end, and he takes a 3-0 lead.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
Freedom is getting lost in the moment, and then finding your way. It's the calories that don't count, the late nights, and the memories that last forever. Freedom is diving into life, heart first, hoping to make a splash. It's using your phone however you want, wherever you travel. Freedom is roam and relax U.S., Mexico, and Caribbean travel rates from SaskTel.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Well, a couple of steals for the K.Hartung team here in our feature matchup has them out in front early. We've got scores across all four sheets here in this opening round action, and let's quickly get you up to date.
Over on sheet 1, it was another steal of 1 point by Matt Dunstone over Lloyd Fell, so 4-0.
It was all Steve Howard in the second end. He finished off that end with a Rays running takeout on Shot Rock and picked up a big four-ender against B.Heidt. They're 4-1 now playing the third.
We saw the steal of 1 on our feature sheet. So 3-0, Hartung over B.Heidt.
Wide open end on sheet 4. Jason Jacobson finished it off with the blank attempt, made it so still remains 1-0 Cole Tanachuk.
We might have to get somebody from CurlSask to do a little research for us and see if and when B.Heidt scores, does that mean they'd be the oldest team in the history of the Tankard to score a point at provincials?
Jay.
They're hoping it happens soon, let's put it that way.
I kind of like it when Brad starts talking to himself. Oh, come on, Brad.
Yep. Line him up. That's good shot.
Well, I don't know if Eugene Hritzik could rival some of those numbers. He might be adding up the age of some of his teammates when he played out here at the Tankard.
A one.
Well, I can remember him playing with the seniors team at the Tankard. I don't remember him playing with a masters team.
Two good opening stones there for Mark Larson. Puts early pressure on Brad's team. We do have the corner guard to work with, but need longtime teammate Dan Ormsby here to set up a second corner.
Not heavy. Make it curl.
Mine's good.
And for those inquiring minds, Dan and Brad have been together since 1989 when they won the cars together in the Nipawin Car Spiel.
That's a great stat.
Well, they started playing then, but they didn't play straight through.
Ah. Are you just going to end it there?
Well, I know there were a number,
rest?
but I don't know the number, how many years it would have been. I mean, I played here with
hold
Brad.
out
Dan
there.
wasn't with us. If there were a few years there where Dan was playing with Carl DeConnick-Smith.
Okay.
Three. Get it tight. Three. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Tight as you can get it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Good. Real nice. Good sweep. Good scrub back.
So Brad recognizing that trouble is brewing early.
Normal up.
Does have his
On
corner
the
guard
nose.
set up, but that red center is causing grief. But nice little hit and roll over to the other corner. Maybe grab a biter. We'll change the plan here for Cody.
Whoa!
B.Heidt here would like to get something moving out of the house. Just going to straight peel the guard.
So 2 ways that shot could have been a little bit better, but at least the guard is removed.
Similar. We got less.
Okay, line's good.
Probably pretty close.
Line's good. Bit of room this time.
Probably pretty close to the same. Right on the sign.
Make sure you're tight.
Right on the sign.
Little bit of curl.
Right on the sign.
It's got a curl. It's got a curl. Yep. Good. Good.
It's a little bit tighter this time, but still covering those 2 in the rings.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Whoa. 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 Come on.
A little unfortunate there. Everything sticks around.
But
Does
you know,
give
at
them
least
a
they're
yellow
not
up
in a
front to work
line.
with.
They're not in a line anymore. You did get a little bit of a stagger there, so that helps them a little bit.
I think halfway, boys.
So looking for the halfway guard.
Two-thirds. Two-thirds.
For sure halfway. Room.
Easy, Mark.
Room. It's got a curl.
All to your broom. All to your broom. Just past your broom. Tight.
Swags.
Just past your broom.
Yep.
No,
Just
it's
past
okay.
the
It's
broom.
okay.
Good. Good spot, Ty.
Nice shot by Tyler.
Just deciding if it's over curled just enough that Brad can get to the nose of that yellow.
He thinks he can. Actually, doesn't need quite the nose. He can come over the top of the red in the
Just
top
a
of the rings,
little
maybe
bit.
double them both. And if you're really being greedy, you could actually spill the raised stone in behind cover on the corner too.
But the trick
Might
is
as well do it all.
just to get past this Hartung rock as close as you can.
Yep. Whoa. Off. Curl, you bugger.
Makes the run back, gets both reds moving. They're behind the tee line, but both staying in the rings.
That just had to come up another inch or so, but as he said, it gets those rocks behind the tee in a workable, usable position.
Still with the guard on center, a chance for Tyler Hartung now to try to come around top of the 4-foot behind cover. Keep the pressure on.
And that's what it has been, hasn't it? The first 2
Line's
ends,
good.
it's just
Easy,
been
Mark.
constant
Easy, Mark,
pressure,
now.
and they've
Fight the
kept this up.
4-foot.
Easy.
That
looks heavy.
Now, if this one comes deep, that could be the opening that B.Heidt needs.
Yeah. First one.
Behind that other one, I guess.
It's going to be behind the tee line. You may as well get it way back.
All right, time to capitalize now.
I didn't think it was that heavy. I thought you were probably dead weight. Yeah.
So everybody getting used to the ice, how fast it's moving, and the adjustments that they have to make.
Line's good.
Weight should be good.
Line's real good.
Good tee. Back forward.
Line's great.
Line's real good.
Line.
Line's real good. Make it top 4.
It's there. It's there. It's not much.
Whoa, baby.
Hard to make it top for when
That's why I
they're
said
already
make it
saying
top
T-line, but it does come down.
Good sweep, guys.
Stopped
Yeah.
probably just in time.
Nice sweep, Len.
Good job, Mark.
Thanks, bro.
No, boy.
Just a hair heavy.
Not bad. Just needed to grab a hair more curl.
Yeah.
Yep. I did a. I probably had knots on it, so I was
It was 14-4 hog to hog with no touch. That doesn't really change.
Well, you know, with the Hartung boys being from Langenberg, close to Manitoba,
Top floor.
out comes the straw broom.
Or what's left of it. I think I might have said in a broadcast maybe 6 or 7 years ago, it was nice of Cody's grandfather to leave him that broom in as well.
Still going strong.
Line's good. Room.
7 for sure. 7 for sure.
Whoa.
7, 6.
Whoa. Line's good. Line's always good. Lock it on. Just for weight, you guys.
Yeah, gotta go. Real nice. Well done. Attaboy. Good.
Nice shot by Cody.
Good.
Making the rings a little bit smaller.
Wow, and he left himself a piece of that too, so he might be able to play the yellow one on his last one. Create some problems for B.Heidt here.
I don't think it's going to be beating that one, but I guess we get there, bump it a hair, then I got the tap for 2 the next one.
Right.
We just move this here, see what he does.
Right.
What else you see? Anything?
Yeah, go here and he does that, right? You could guard. Try and make sure, like, I don't, only that one comes in. That probably doesn't come in enough, eh?
I don't know.
You got that one off there, but.
We want to move it a foot, I guess, eh?
You didn't get the inside yet.
Yeah,
If you can get one to here, it takes all that away. You think we can get one in there? I know we haven't seen much out there.
If you use sheet 4, maybe.
Couldn't tap that in there.
Well, Tyler
We've
threw it
seen
in during
this
the first inning.
finishing hard.
I can't
gotta
remember
really-
exactly
The
where it
women's.
came through.
I see what they're looking at, though. If you could get one
You
there.
hear the top one, I think
Looking at whether or not they can come right around here, you'd
I
need
think our
big
best
finish
chance
though. They
is
want to get
straight
into
by
that
it.
area right there.
That's what I'm thinking. Tyler, that
And
like
it's
a
certainly
what
possible.
do you do if you dirt it?
Well, it is, but it's not going to look good from the hacks.
I was just going to say, and I'll be interested to see the amount of ice Brad takes, too.
Glenn
Yeah, we
Height
should
had
throw
an
the guard.
interesting observation. It might be there to come down and tap this stone into the air, into that area. The problem with any of those is that you're not changing the angle on the red-yellow, and if you don't make it absolutely perfect, Cody has a shot to come down there, tap that red, and
Yeah, you
move the
know
yellow
what his
far enough
is.
back to be shot rocks. So you got to disturb that first, I think.
Yeah, and that's what Brad's call
One
is
and
here,
two,
just
actually.
bumping it a foot. Just changing the angles. Might give him a shot at 2.
Yeah, that's enough.
Where are we at? Got room.
5-6.
How much?
5-6.
Yeah, it's coming in T-line
Get her
way.
here. Can we get here?
Hard, Glenny.
Yep, get her to T-line. Whoa, take a look.
Oh,
We
it's
still
there.
got
It's
room.
got
Tons
lots
of
of
room.
weight.
Yeah,
Tons
he's
of room.
going to go by the red. They're
Stay
looking
close.
at trying to get
Hey!
second shot here.
Yeah, as long as they get by there and stick around. That's perfect.
Good shot.
My frickin' slider picked. Coming out, my foot stopped, and I had a frickin'.
He should try it more often. The way was perfect.
Oh, did it?
Frickin' foot stopped. And
Just shot the eight.
Can you do it on the
I
next?
have to
Yeah,
say,
I
I'm
know.
impressed with the choice of words Brad's using.
And Mark goes, "Can you do it again?"
It's the only way you can find draw weight.
yeah, that's an old.
Let's use her.
Got this, too.
Oh, it was a good recovery.
It was just as I was going to release it, and my foot stopped, and I was going down, and I was
Okay.
so I just give
Try
it.
and get to nose guard. It's just tough.
Days of the leather slider.
And if that yellow rock had gone back even another inch or two, this would have set up a slam dunk double. So it stopped absolutely just in time.
One or two will be there.
Want to go through that side.
Whoa, easy!
Robbie just a 7.
Whoa!
On a room.
Curl!
Rocket rock. We're just a 7.
Frozen.
Just a 7.
Just frozen.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Hard, Jay! Go! Go in the yellow!
Still too yellow?
I think it might be.
They push it far enough?
From this angle, it could.
What? We got it, don't we?
We got her. Oh, get it? I think we got it.
Push it far enough?
I don't think so. Yeah, look at it on this. Look at it on the back.
See how close I can.
Oh, yeah, usually.
Got a little tool here that might work if I can dead center it, which would
Gotta
be a
get
lot easier
past
if Brad
Brad's
would
head.
move. I don't know if I got that dead center, but
Give me a little more than that.
I don't think you're
no,
dead
I'm
center.
not dead center.
There we go.
There we go. I think it's the yellow.
I think they might be sitting too, and they're looking at trying to draw for 3, but they're going to want to be incredibly careful not to touch that top red one.
Now the key here, B.Heidt with this final stone somehow or another has to manage to pick something under your slider right before he lets go.
Yeah.
Because he needs to take that exact same path coming in.
Line's good. Sweep for T-line, boys.
We got to get it to curl. Whoa, off. Off.
Got lots of weight for now.
It'll come in. Sweep
Off.
for T-line. Sweep for T-line. Line's good.
All right, go hard.
Yep.
You got her now. Go. Hard.
We know that it'll curl in.
It's curling now.
Yeah.
Hard, Dan. Go. Hard. Go.
By the Reds at the top.
Go.
How's that for good?
Pulls that stone in the corner of the button. 2 for sure.
Boy, that was 2 different ways to get there.
2 for sure.
And I think, are they going to call for the measure? Tyler's going to take one more close look after everything's out of the way.
Certainly looks like yellow.
Yellow all the way.
Here.
And then it didn't after I looked at it.
My first one, I'm throwing the guard, and just as I'm going to release it, my frickin'
Oh, here he comes.
And it stopped going down.
So
and
they
I
are
just
going to
give
call
her-
for the
yeah,
measurement.
I give her a pop. What's that? Well, the first one my slider picked. It was pretty lucky.
Starting to seem like Brad's going to tell everybody out there that story one person at a time. Oh, big move of the needle on the measurement, so it is. Yellow counting 3 and at 243 years of age. B.Heidt's team on the board and all tied up.
We all dream about our future. It takes only a moment for those dreams to shatter. My daughter's dreams are over. She lost her life using her phone while driving.
All tied up on our feature sheet now after 3 ends, and action moving on all 3 other games as well. Let's quickly update the scores once again.
Well, it was a blank end over on sheet 1, so the score remains the same. Matt Dunstone 4 over Lloyd Fell.
Josh Height made a nice draw, come around draw on his first one. Steve Howard racked on the guard trying to chase it, drew for 2. score 4-3. Steve Howard remains in the lead.
Well, we saw on our feature sheet that nice draw for 3 by Brad Height. So all tied up here.
Couple of misses by the Coltanachek team set up an open shot for Jason Jacobson. He made no mistake. 3-1 lead, playing the fourth for Jason Jacobson.
Whoa, whoa.
Well, for the first time in this game, we've got play brought into the rings early.
I don't know why he wasn't getting the street down.
Same way.
Yeah, looks like we're about to have a quick end here.
Well, with that one rolling to the corner, I briefly wondered if K.Hartung would throw the corner guard, but he didn't give me much time to think about it.
Yeah,
Like he,
it's pretty brief.
He's quick, yeah.
Yep.
It's like a cat.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Gotta go, gotta go. Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go. Good sweep.
Roll over to the back of the forefoot.
Yep, really gotta go. Really hard.
Threw that right on the nose.
So just a little bit inside on that. Good job by the brushers to hold the line. They make the hit. The shooter will roll out of play. And now a chance for K.Hartung to throw the corner guard. It's hard to play and be dad at the same time. Brad's looking more at Josh's game.
Doing a little look. Took a bit of a glance next door.
Well, it's hard to blame him. There looks like there's about 8 rocks in the rings in that next sheet. And it looks like we're headed to a blank here.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's one of the times it's easy to look around.
Well, it has been fun over the years with all the various height combinations. One year we had Brad playing with all 3 sons. One year we had the 3 sons on 2 different teams, and Brad had his own team, so there were 3 teams out there, and they're all pretty used to keeping a little bit of peripheral vision there to keep an eye on each other's scoreboard.
Yep. Whoa. Yep, yep. Shot.
Makes the hit. This is going to roll through the rings and out of play. Jaden Schwag, another chance to throw the corner guard. Might like to be just a little bit higher this time. Brad Height was trying to make the hit and roll into the rings on the last one. He'd like to leave it high enough where he doesn't have that chance.
Shot, Jay.
I was about to say looks to be high enough, and it just kept going and going.
Might be too high to make rings out of it.
15 on or something like that.
Brad's going to completely ignore it, bring one into the corner of the forefoot here. He'd like to get the hammer back, needs a force to do that.
But certainly doesn't want to chase around a corner guard. It's just way too soon for that shot. That just plays into the Hartung game plan. So going opposite side.
Doesn't want to force him to 2 or 3.
Exactly. So if this plays out, it's a couple of nose hits, and then Brad would go around on his last one looking for the force.
Go, Mark.
Good sweep, boys. Good throw.
But a chance here for Tyler to hit and roll under and utilize that guard. Might have liked that rock. Another 4 feet into the rings.
Yeah, they would like that a couple of feet deeper and a little farther off the center line. It's a roll in that you know, that 3-foot range where it's a little bit more manageable.
Whoa.
And he can stay well in front of the tee line.
Okay, whoa then. Sorry, Ty. Good throw.
Makes the hit, but a little thin on the contact, and the shooter will roll out of the rings and all the way out of play.
I really liked the weight that Tyler threw there, so they'll go to school on that to get that line all figured out as this game goes on.
Another chance now for Mark Lang to try to get one to the corner of the 4-foot.
Don't like more. Not much though, no. Keep a broom on her. Keep a broom on her. Keep a broom on her.
Oh yeah, gotta go.
Sorry, boy.
Come on, Dan.
Making him work for it. Good sweeping.
Dead handle too, eh? Slow handle. Two.
Like the same way?
Yeah, well that was the worst problem, too. It was no handle. Good sweep.
Well, as Mark is alluding to, the more rotation you have on your rock, the further it will go with the same weight. So this has been one messy and a couple of beautiful, delicate shots by third Brock Montgomery for the Josh Heidt team. Has set up those red rocks. Steve Howard on his last one attempted to angle Ray's top 12-foot rock in. He just spun to the top 4-foot.
Roll it in. Good
So
shot.
Josh just making sure, trying to throw a guard so that Steve can't play an in-turn angle tap up on about the 5th or 6th shot that's in there. There's only one rock in the back of the rock pile. Everything in play.
Looks like he's going to play that wide outside red guard straight back, try to clip the yellow into the yellow with the top of the button. Onto shot stone, and I still think it's only for one, but I don't think he can hurt himself. Well, he's just going to play it as a draw. He could do that too. Still a draw double tap.
So you're going to have a little bit of weight on it. He's got to move that one.
Down here, tap that yellow onto that yellow, onto the corner of the stone and the button. No problem.
Yep.
It's not even easy to
Routine.
draw. Brad Height looking to make the hit and roll behind the corner this time. He's got to roll to get into the rings anyway.
Come on.
Makes the hit.
A little bit of a roll, but I
I
don't
think he
think
rolled
it's
enough
in.
to bite the 12-foot.
That curled hard at the end.
Maybe he didn't bite the 12-foot.
What do you think, Al?
So we're watching Steve Howard's rock coming down here. He's just thrown that T-line weight for this tap up.
Might need a little more than that.
Think so?
Has to be a tap,
okay.
but not curling
Just a
in
little.
for him.
We don't need it.
Okay.
Needed to be tighter to the guard than that, so it'll be a steal of one there, and they're tied up. Well, the first indication from Cody was that he was going to try to come around the red. Now, if he's still coming around the red with that broom, he's looking for 8 feet of curl, so I think maybe he's decided to come around the yellow. And it almost doesn't look like enough ice for that.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but you know, when you got someone like Jaden sweeping to hold it straight,
Line's good.
Gotta go line.
might be okay, but it's going to be tight.
Really gotta go line.
Weight's good. Easy.
They got it by, but
Now it needs to stop.
yeah, is it going to stop from the T line? No, it's not.
Oh, there's a bit of an advantage for the Height team.
He probably needed a little more ice on that. They had to go for line to get it past.
We've certainly seen the difference in the past week, as well as with sweeping weight, the way they finish hard coming in. You can come by some of those guards by plenty, and it'll finish hard and be buried or even
Guys, you
over
covered
buried.
yet? Do I got to throw it there, or can you sweep?
Well, I heard the first question. He asked them if they'd recovered yet,
Yeah.
because they had to sweep the last one all the way down.
Well, I think some of it too is for us. We've been watching all week long, and as excellent as the female sweepers were that we watched, I think that Cody's broom is just a little bit tighter, because when you've got somebody, as you said, like Jaden Schwaga sweeping your rocks, you can hold that line a little bit longer. So for us, we have to get used to just a little bit different broom placements.
Line's good. Got room. Got room, guys, all wait.
Room.
Still room. Stay close, though. Got room. Looks like a lot of weight. No, it looks like too much weight. Whoa, let her jump in. Stay close.
Coming down a bit.
Whoa. Leave her high. Leave her high. Leave her high. Leave her high. Good boy, Brad. Nice shot. Good shot.
Well, he's got that button weight in his back pocket. Just needed a little more curled there.
Same as you were over there.
A little more, I think. Like middle?
Too bad we didn't have a little energy left to get a few of those.
Yeah, we got the whole, Schwartz can hold it.
Just full.
I think that's minimal. We pounded that last one pretty good, too.
So looking at getting a cross face on this one.
Similar to last there. Back 8, back 12.
Tyler looking for a little bit more broom on this rock, indicating how hard.
Okay, that's, yeah, I agree.
They had to sweep to keep that line.
Back 12.
Whoa,
Clean.
good.
Back 12.
Clean.
Whoa. Stay close. Whoa. Mark, go ahead. Can't hurt it. Go, Mark. Go.
Sweeping for the extra curl if they can get it. Needed to get close to the nose.
That's good. Good.
And get close enough to tap it back and pick up his single. So K.Hartung, getting forced here in the fourth end, will take his single point and a 4-3 lead over B.Heidt.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Viterra, proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Welcome back. I'm here with one of Canada's top curlers, Chelsea Carey. Chelsea, fans can get really close to the action at a live event. Do you think that's unique to the sport of curling?
Go, Chelsea! Yes.
At least she's okay. Experience the Scotties Tournament of Hearts live. Buy tickets now at curling.ca.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
Well, a bit of a slow start for the Height team. Maybe they had to wait until the joints got loosened up, but they pick up 3 in the third end and then get the force. Now they've got the hammer here in the fifth, and we've got scores to update across all 4 sheets here.
Yeah, over on sheet 1, Lloyd Fell got on the board there with a single point, so 4-1, Dunstone over Fell.
We were able to watch Steve Howard just miss his tap-tap for the 1 point. It resulted in a steal of 1 for Josh, and he's now tied this game up 4-4.
And we saw the single point by the Hartung team over on sheet 3 make that score 4-3, Hartung over Height.
And facing 2 Jacobson Stones, Cole Tanachuk made his shot to get a single point. He was forced. Jason Jacobson retains a 3-2 lead playing the 5th end.
Really gotta go.
First stone here looking for the tight center guard. It actually comes into the ring, so B.Heidt asking Dan Ormsby to remove it, but would have liked to stay right there. It might have been in the free guard zone still.
The weight was not the problem. It was
okay.
I don't think Brad really liked the throw.
So perhaps a little bit inside.
Mine's good. Yeah, I think it's all the way in.
So repeat of the first shot.
Okay.
terrible.
Brings it into the 12 foot again.
I'll stop at it. No, it's going to corner, eh? Corner? Corner. Oh, okay.
Red is going to be clear. It's done 6 rocks.
Should be good for a corner, eh?
Yeah.
So normally you see something like this and we'd speculate, so why didn't he draw the corner on the first one? But it could be, doesn't want to see 2 rocks in the middle to start the end off, or the other possibility in this case could be he threw that first rock in such a manner that Brad doesn't want to give him another takeout.
Shot.
I like your first theory.
Well, I hope the first theory's right, but I wouldn't rule out the second one.
Way tight, yeah.
But you're right, Mark Larson had been doing such a good job of getting those first rocks exactly where Cody wanted them that trouble brewed early in a couple of those ends that
let it work.
Brad's changing style here a little bit.
Well, he also could have got 2 things accomplished on that first one. It wasn't fully in, so by hitting it, he wouldn't have been in the rings, or by nosing it is what I'm trying to say.
Go, 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 go. Really got to go. Go, Mark. Sorry, Cody. That's me.
Now looking to get the guard there and didn't get quite the curl they needed. That shot stone still fully open. Chance to roll behind the yellow corner guard.
Okay.
What do you think, that?
Yep.
So playing bump here.
Whoa.
Weight's okay. Maybe a little hot.
Right off. Off. Close. Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
B.Heidt with the hit and roll and stops just behind the yellow guard. Perfect shot.
Yeah.
Feel.
Looking at playing the double run and stop on center line.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Bunch of shooters.
Shot. Get out of there.
Ah. Oh, not quite.
Needed to curl just a hair or more to get that second yellow stone out.
Good throw.
So Brad reluctant to come around the center, but there really aren't a lot of options.
Like that?
Yep. Sure do. If I can make it, I really like it.
Yeah.
Should be normal out there, eh?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's right.
It's
the same.
Yeah.
15. Same as Battleford, pretty much, eh?
I think almost exactly.
Yep.
Gain that age-old reference to former places where you've curled. Stopwatches tell you one thing, but always nice when you can reference back to some place where you just played. So clearly Twin Rivers North Battleford has same speed on their ice, and they were up there for a competition.
It's pretty good.
Yep. Clean it, clean it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let her sit. Stop, baby. Stop, baby. Stop.
Yeah, they certainly won it in front of the tee line.
Good.
Nice throw, nice shot.
Shot.
Pretty natural, eh? Huh? A little less?
What a third.
Okay.
Did leave this double, though.
K.Hartung. Never seen a double he didn't like.
I was just going to say, he's pretty good at these.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Makes the hit. Going to be a little thick on the first one and just touches that back.
It's okay.
Yeah. Same as what, well, Mark knows what he threw coming this way. Just give
I'm
us a
going the
little
other
more.
way, yeah. Like that?
Sure.
Or wrap it here.
Well, still going to be running it, right? I like this, guys. Don't you?
I like it.
Get her to the tee line.
Yeah, you want to be tee line or better here.
Or behind.
Kind of liked Dan's reference there where, you know, instead of somebody saying throw a couple feet more, it was more Mark knew what he threw, just give us a little bit more. So instead of being
Just stay
It's,
clean.
it's just a very subtle difference, but you're putting it back to
Back 8.
the person in
We're
the
all of
hack
that.
to
We're all of that.
determine
All
the
of
weight
that.
adjustment.
Back line. Back line.
What?
Back line.
That's too far.
Can't sweep it.
I was thinking the same thing.
Attaboy.
That's good spot.
Sweep, guys.
Comes to rest in the back 12
Pretty
foot.
good.
Second shot. It's
62.
pretty well where they
Comedy
want
show
it.
out here.
Think it'll be good, the same out here, guys?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Should be nice.
I don't mind it.
Tyler Hartung looking to come around,
Yeah,
sit on
gotta
that
go
shot
line.
rock. I assure you the Hartung team has mics. They
Gotta
just
go.
don't say as much as the Height team does.
Whoa.
Keep going.
Whoa. Go on this red one. Go on this red one. Go on this
Going to be
red
on
one.
the front one.
Go. Bounce, please. Okay.
Weight's okay. Oh, yeah. I just need a foot more ice.
Not sure why he wanted that to bounce. I think he's got a hole at shot rock right now.
Very, very.
Very good.
Just wanted to make sure it wasn't staggered
Through and in,
and
through that hole.
that he had the clear run.
Yeah.
Well, there you saw Cody tell Tyler he
So I
threw
gotta
it
give
pretty
you
good.
about
He just needed a
10
foot
feet
more
less,
ice.
7 feet less.
Yeah, 10 feet. We can sweep a tree. We're good to go, right?
So coming through. Attempting the port here.
How's that look?
Looks good, eh, Mark? You like it? He wants to know.
Need more
Yeah,
ice.
I wouldn't take any less, I guess, eh?
Okay. Go with this.
Okay.
We're good.
Looks
I
tight to
just
me.
make sure I get out to the stick.
A little less. Or we need less.
Where are we at? Yep.
5.
Easy.
5.
Good, guys. Line good. Yep.
Yep.
Hard! Hard, Dan! Hard, Dan!
Come on, Dan, go!
Go!
Hard! Whoa, off.
We're hoping to get underneath that yellow or that red stone. Just going to bounce off.
No, it wasn't. It was light. You got to sweep the hell out of it to get it to the rings. Yes, you do.
Yeah, maybe.
Guaranteed.
You go this one. I don't seem to be.
Like you got to get through the hole. Like hack's almost enough because when you miss the red.
No, you'll never under roll. Or over roll with hack.
Well,
I'm
maybe.
almost seeing him go
Either way,
forward.
Yeah, you can throw heavy hack. I like heavy hack.
like that?
I agree.
Well, if you roll this way, he's drawing through the
We
hole
did.
again.
We said like 5.
But we'll have the run on the outside one. Or what did you do? It's
Kind of weight codes.
Like heavy hack to board.
Yeah.
I think hack you're almost too light to get by the red and then.
No?
What's that? Sorry.
Like board at that ace?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think you can hold it.
Yeah. Solid half to board. Solid board. Solid board.
Close. Whoa. Whoa.
Board. Whoa.
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 Close. Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Real
Whoa.
good.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Curl.
Made the port. Now can he get enough to get the roll?
Oh, he's way heavy.
Just
Okay,
hits it on the nose. Stays right there. It is shot rock.
good job. Almost stopped
We
curling.
didn't really say
What's
what
that?
he had. We said 5, 6.
I said 5.
He wasn't.
Well,
5.
Cody showed him the route down.
We
3.
had him on the
We might have
rings.
got it to the
We had him on
Yeah.
the rings.
Yeah.
So always good to go to school off your opposition
doing?
shots.
This one. Frickin' too many handles the same. Okay.
Swall.
Hard. Hard.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa!
Whoa, easy, close.
Off!
Whoa, off. Off, off.
Off!
Dan, hard, Dan!
Needs to get some curl to get by the red guard.
Right up,
He's
go,
by.
go, Dan, go! Hard, hard, hard,
Makes
hard.
the hit.
Rolls
Attaboy.
under a little bit.
Man.
He's under the red guard, but I think there's room for Cody to play the hack waiter and roll back to the center.
What is that, Ty? Quarter? Make the double.
Well, I thought you were just going to throw a board and roll anywhere.
Shot.
She sat there a long time.
Sure
Was that a little
Pretty
hit?
thin, eh?
No, double? Perfect.
If you're hitting this, you're rolling. You're not throwing it hard.
Okay, same weight.
My first thought was board and trying to roll under.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah. Is that enough?
If you hit it thin, it might.
You were good board.
Yeah, I was.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got lots. You got probably 2/3.
Okay, same weight.
I like Tyler's call of rolling under because then you set yourself
same.
up for a very strong steal position. Cody's first instinct was to get the double, but
Same
then
weight?
that would allow Brad to blank if Cody's shooter was out in the open. So Cody changing his mind, going along with Tyler's suggestion here.
Probably here less.
Weight's okay.
Oh.
Whoa!
Yep,
Weight's good.
yep.
Whoa!
Weight's good.
Yes!
Really curling now. He's got to get by the yellow guard, or the red guard, pardon me.
Whoa, 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 no roll.
Good.
Sit.
Attaboy, Code.
Pistol.
Beautiful shot, makes it nicely by the guard, rolls to the top of the button, and
Great throw, buddy.
dead buried.
Attaboy.
Well done.
So Brad might only have this in off, which is really flat right now.
The old days.
Great shot, Code.
In the old days,
Perfect.
maybe.
For one. Okay. You could get to here, Brad.
You think I can?
Yeah, I think
With
you
a
get
draw?
to there. Yeah. I mean, that's where your first. That's where you want to win the third end, right there. Your first one went right there, and your
Yeah, but
second one was right here.
I think it would have gone through that corner
We
guard.
were there. I don't know if we get past that.
I know, that's the, we got to pay for that.
Yeah.
I think maybe I go in this area
Fade
and
it.
kind of fade it in there and out it.
Yeah. Either that or we play for the blank or for one that way.
I don't think I
He's,
can make
he's
it.
only playing for one
No, I
anyway.
know.
I think he's
I
got
don't
Red
this.
on red.
Yeah.
It's not going to be any
One, two,
worse
I
than
think.
one as long as
All right.
there's no way to put them both in the rings.
Brutal.
You can see the clock counting down before Brad Height made his way to the other end. Already under 18 minutes here for the Height team, so
Are you playing here?
they're going to have to pick
Draw
up
the
the pace a
button
little
down.
bit in the second half.
Weight should be there.
Okay, keep her out there.
Line's close. Whoa,
Keep her
whoa!
out there. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, for weight! Go, go, go! Hard!
Yep.
Hard!
All right. All right. All right.
Light, I guess, eh?
Nothing, nothing.
Not going to make the port. May not have had the weight even if he did.
Yeah, I don't think
Good
Either
thing
way,
he might have tapped him up for,
I don't think so.
for two.
I think that
it's a
was
steal of one for K.Hartung, and he's with Kim at ice level.
Yeah, I got Cody right here. Welcome to Melville.
Thank you. So far, so good.
And that's what I was going to ask. What do you think of the ice so far?
It's awesome. It is awesome. I think we're catching on pretty good, but a little bit of learning to do yet, obviously. But no, it's great.
Yeah, a couple of nice shots. That's a pretty big steal of one here in the fifth end.
Yeah, we kind of needed that roll. A deuce, giving him a deuce would have been big, obviously. We got off to a good start. He made two really good shots in three, so that was nice to get that steal and get a 2-point lead again.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have Tyler back playing?
It's awesome. Can't say enough about his talent for sure, but yeah, it's great. It's nice to have four of us again.
All right, well, good luck in the second half. Thank you.
Thanks.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Viterra, SaskTel, SGI, White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, Curling Canada and the 2020 Scotties Tournament of Hearts, CurlSask, SaskTel Max TV, and Realcast Media.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Welcome back. I'm here with one of Canada's top curlers, Chelsea Carey. Chelsea, fans can get really close to the action at a live event. Do you think that's unique to the sport of curling?
Go, Chelsea! Yes.
At least she's okay. Experience the Scotties Tournament of Hearts live. Buy tickets now at curling.ca.
We all dream about our future. It takes only a moment for those dreams to shatter. My daughter's dreams are over. She lost her life using her phone while driving.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
Freedom is getting lost in the moment and then finding your way. It's the calories that don't count, the late nights, and the memories that last forever. Freedom is diving into life, heart first, hoping to make a splash. It's using your phone however you want, wherever you travel. Freedom is roam and relax US, Mexico, and Caribbean travel rates from SaskTel.
Awesome.
Not better. Yeah. Could have been better.
Want to try it and have some fun? Hurry hard to your local curling center or visit CurlSask.ca to find a curling center near you.
'Cause you're here in my house. You're here in my house. Come on in. Bring your friend. Yeah, make yourself at home. Here in my house.
Well, you heard K.Hartung before the break say they were loving the ice. Looks like maybe there's a lot of teams loving the ice because we see a lot of points on the boards all the way across the four sheets in this opening draw.
Yeah, we sure do. Well, it was a blank end over on sheet 1, however, so score remains the same. 4-1, Dunstone over Fell.
15 rocks in play when Steve Howard came to throw his last one, looking at 3 Josh Height stones, trying to tap up his own just to minimize damage, but racked on the guard and gave up a steal of 3 points. Josh Height leads 7-4 starting the 6th.
And we saw the steal of 1 on our feature sheet, so make that score 5-3, Hartung over Height.
And Jason Jacobson is leading Cole Tenachuk 4-2 as they're just starting to finish off the 6th end here.
The team's just returning to the ice and have resumed play here in the 6th end of play. You can see the first stone, a bit of a miscue for Mark Larson, ends up in the back corner and trying to throw the corner guard. This one's going to slide into the rings. Nope, just stops in time. How many times have we talked about that over the years? The 6th end demon seems to catch everybody. It's just that little bit quicker after the...
Yep.
And we say it's after the mop. I'm not personally convinced that that's what it is. I think when the ice sits for 5 minutes, it cools off just that little bit, and then it's a little bit faster.
Either way, that's the key. It's a little tiny bit faster usually after the 5th end break. Putting it now top 4.
Just the other factor in that, we alluded to that a couple of times during the women's play, is that they also pebble right in front of the hacks at the 5th end break too. So it's possible that part of the factor there is the fact that you come out a little better. It's starting to get a little flat in front of the hacks. I think we had, it seems to me, Sherry Anderson had to re-clean a couple of her rocks. She found it was getting really flat in front of the hacks here.
Clean it, Glennie. Clean it, Glennie. Keep it straight. Keep it straight.
So the Height team looking for the 2 corner guards, and they seem to prefer, they've done this a couple of times now in this game, play the 2 corners on the same side, long and short.
Kind of like this.
Yeah, as opposed to alternating sides.
Capped it off pretty good almost.
Well, especially with that first one so tight to the rings, if you do draw the opposite side and come up short, you just set up a double peel. And or to get them even, which would have prevented the double peel, you're putting giving the Hartung team a chance to hit and roll in a couple rocks down the road.
Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a break here again. Loose handle.
Come loose again, same stone.
So as you said before, time clocks have come to a halt. We'll have a little break here.
They'll always refer to that as a technical timeout.
Just makes you wonder. He did a quick tightening on it the last time, and you know, for those of you at home who maybe don't know how those handles are on there, there's a bolt that comes right through the stone and attaches into the handle, and if it's loose again right now, I wonder if it might be stripped, and he might have to change that out, but he'll probably do that between the games. He'll probably just try to tighten it up for now.
Just going in circles. By the 8th end, you'll just say screw it and you'll just throw it, eh?
We'll take a peek next door while they're waiting for the Iceman to come out. Cole Tenachuk. He's got the hammer here in the 6th end, trailing by 2. Trying to determine how he can get at that shot stone.
Doesn't look easy.
Cole's first shot was the corner freeze into that red one. And it looks like Jason Jacobson threw the guard there, or the rock that's just over on the side 12 to try to stop that raise for the 2. So Cole trying to figure out how to get not only shot rock, but still possibly score.
Well, yeah, I think he's trying to figure out if he's got a shot for 2. We're not directly in behind the sheet. Can't tell if he could come by this stone here enough to clip his own, but even if he could, he's probably going to lose the shooter. So that's only for 1, and it's not going to be easy.
So he's back looking to see if he can come off the red one.
Redirect.
He looked at the double all the way across from that guard you see just off the bumper on the left-hand side. He also looked at the run back on his own. The danger there, I think this red one right beside the broom is in the rings. So if you played the run back and actually clipped the yellow, you could give up a steal of 2.
Maybe like 184. Oh, is it still?
So looking for the tick-bang doubles.
Yeah.
Is that a technical term? The tick-bang double?
Okay.
Nothing yet.
He's got to be paper thin on the first one to make it. Looking for some curl now.
Oh.
And guess what? There's a hole there. Goes right through everything. It's a
That was
steal of
close.
1 for Jason Jacobson. So Jacobson out to a 5-2 lead there now. And the rock has been repaired. Jaden Schwaga will throw the guard now.
Oh, there. Probably 2 mine. I don't mind it. Don't mind
Lean.
it. Easy. Think we're
Yep.
top 12, tight.
Hard line. Hard line.
Top 12.
Okay, whoa.
Top
Line's
12.
good.
Not quite.
Line's good.
Tight now.
Got a curl, actually. Got a curl. Yep. That's okay. Good shot.
Almost. Okay, sorry. Good.
Let's go. Back 12.
Okay.
Looking to bump that.
Well, you do have the option too with that nice back 12 weight, just in case it does over curl. You could come off of that tight rock there and roll in behind your Yellowstone. So as long as Glenn can touch something red, it's pretty firm. It's way more than back 12-foot weight.
Will touch the red stone, but not enough to get it out of the rings, and the yellow slides through the back.
A little bit of weight makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, sure does.
What do we peel the corner? I don't know.
I think Brad's talking about on the rock there.
I like that. I like that. That'd be good. Chip the top, no big deal, but yeah, good call.
Like board, or is
like
that too heavy?
I like it. I can see over half. Like
Okay.
actually, a thick half.
Okay, just board.
Okay.
Yellowstone's not on the rings, but K.Hartung not comfortable leading the double corner, especially when this one's so tight to the rings. So asking Jaden Schwaga to remove the tight corner guard, and hopefully they can roll their shooter into the rings as well. Makes the
Like
hit.
that.
Whoa.
Good shot.
Good, Schwab. That boy.
Pulls the shooter across out from behind the guard, but sits 2.
Sets up a nice, well, no, with that yellow rock, that might be a really tight port on that in turn. So
Yeah, I don't think you can
Brad
draw
might
in
have
there.
to
Barely got by the guard, though.
come across on the out turn.
Back 8.
So just looking to punch a rock, get a bit of a barrier going there in the back.
Hard line. Hard line.
Gotta go for weight.
Hard line.
5-6.
Hard line. Go hard.
So 5-6 through top 8-foot weight.
Right up. Go, go, go.
Great sweeping.
You're back there, Brad. All right, not bad.
Taps it to a pretty good spot. There's a pocket back there. K.Hartung doesn't like that yellow in the top of the 12-foot, but if you remove it,
Split
you're
that
going to open
red.
up that pocket.
Yeah, you should. Into the yellow.
Like this at all?
Yep. Smash it in there.
So looking
I
at
was
the
thinking
angle
like
slash so that he can
Tankard
drive it out on an angle, and if you can leave that stone right there, you might still protect the pocket at the back.
Heavy board.
Okay. What do we have to hit? That's this then. Good board.
Doesn't have a lot of options, but that red rock was stopping that in-turn draw around there too, but depending where Tyler rolls the shooter,
Real good.
could open that possibility
Weight's
again.
perfect. No hair up.
Yep, here
Weight's
up.
good.
Whoa.
Whoa. Weight's good.
Yep, little firm. Clean. Whoa.
Clean.
Clean. Good shot.
Good touch.
Nice shot.
Makes that perfectly. I heard somebody call down before he threw it. Wanted to know what he had to hit. And seniors, we just say the red one.
We just touch that. 6 inches is great.
All right.
Looking at freezing right in there. Can bump it a little. So what do you think they say in Masters then?
Clean it up.
Well, based on what I've seen so far in this game, I'm not sure I can repeat that on the air.
Line's good, guys.
Yep. Yep.
Here comes the big curl.
Really good. Hard!
Hard! Come on! Hard! Bounce it! Go, go, go! Hard!
Now they
go,
do
go,
want to
go.
move it a little.
Nice shot. Good sweep.
Very nice shot by Mark.
Play back 8 the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So again, probably the game that Cody wanted to avoid playing Brad's team, knowing that their draw finesse game is likely the strongest part of their game, and Brad clearly playing to it with trying to get Rock's position in the back of the rings.
Seven, 8. Slow that. Easy, easy. Don't.
Whoa,
don't.
whoa, whoa.
It looks heavy to me. Yeah. Back 4, back 8.
No, it's too much.
Yeah, we're back there. Trying, but still back 8. No.
It's not bad. It's coming down. It's coming down. No.
It's coming down. Can't bounce.
Wanted to come down, sit on the corner of that yellow. It's going to bounce off just a little bit.
It's a pretty tight hole if it wasn't thrown there, draw weight, I think.
Play the other turn. Push him back 12.
Probably room for Mark to come down, sit on that. And
Is that top 8?
by the way that was going, the
Yeah.
way that last one was curling in, I think he could move it back and sit 2.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. I also think
Dead
with just
freeze.
T-line dead freeze weight, this is going to be a really tight hole.
Line's good.
Cell taut.
Line's good.
Okay, line's real good, guys.
Freeze it.
Line's excellent.
Yep.
Still there.
Yep. Hard line. Hard line. Go, Dan.
Go, Dan. Hard! Quick!
Oh, man.
What?
Halfway down, that sounded like it was coming nice, and then
We could be going on it all the way. It's just
Suddenly
barely
it was-
getting there, if it is.
Just
But, yeah.
trying to be close.
Sure.
it seemed like it was very sudden when the line was already lost.
Yeah. It could have been just roll a rock or something.
I know. Makes this freeze real tough if you don't roll far.
No, it's like
It's tough to not though. Like even if you're here, he plays the same thing. But you might cue that up pretty good if you do, right?
it's not worth it to throw a ball.
No, because that's
And because of the team that we have
gotta try
involved
to do this,
here,
I guess.
I'm just surprised they're not looking at this.
Because it's Tyler.
And he throws those so good.
Oh, I know.
You just have to clip that red one on the way by. Both yellows go. There's a better look at the angle. You can tell he had a nose hit would just about get it.
Oh, it is Cody throwing. Sorry, I didn't realize Tyler threw 2 already.
On the max side, we can't over.
Well, quite frankly, it wouldn't have mattered. Tyler throws them pretty well too.
7/8.
Just hedge your bets and call it Hartung.
Yeah.
Hartung up and next in the hack.
And true enough, either one throwing.
They throw that up weight so good. And that's the thing. If you wanted to throw that shot, you'd have to throw it hard. You're only just barely touching the second one. So to get the yellow all the way out, you'd have to fire it. Now this one, they want to keep the shooter in position to be a problem for B.Heidt, and it's going to roll out.
I like that, Brad. I think we got to get line 2 here.
One first.
Looking at coming across the face there.
Gotta speed up a little.
Somewhere in there. It does run straighter here. Okay.
I like
Give that a little more.
Okay, I like it.
But I did like Cody's comment there at the halftime break, just saying there was still a little bit of learning to do out here, but we're watching two skips that are very good at ice reading and managing, and they're really shortening that learning curve of how this ice is reacting.
Just saw the clocks when Brad was getting into the hacks. They're getting tight.
Whoa.
They do still have their timeouts.
How much?
Yep! Whoa!
Close.
Off!
Whoa! Glenn! Go, Glenn! Go!
Come on!
Go!
Oh,
Wanted to curl past the nose, stays right there. Well, now I think you'll see Cody try the double.
For sure.
He might have to take it off one of his own.
Not that much heavy. A little bit.
Feel good, you think? Oh yeah, half's good. Okay. Just right
Well, as Brad said earlier in this end, weight makes a big difference, and I think he's thinking he was just a little bit heavier, and that was just the difference.
Are you gonna lift this one? No. Huh?
K.Hartung with his final stone here in the sixth end, looking for the double.
Clean. Yep. Whoa! Gotta go in that tie.
Needs to be just a little off the nose. Hits it fairly thick. Moves 4 rocks, but leaves 2 red in the ring.
Gets the force, though.
Brad Height will be forced to draw for his single point. Almost cleaned everything out of that 4-foot area. Brad Height might have had a chance for a blank.
That's what I thought was happening there for a second.
But he did open up the rings there for Brad's draw here. He's full, just needs a piece of the 8-foot.
There's the clock. You can see behind Brad already under 14 minutes. Still 4 full ends to play after this.
Okay. Bite the 8, guys. Not curling much yet.
Cleaner.
Not curling much yet. Bite the 8.
Line's good.
Still not curling very much.
Come on. We're good. Into the button.
Nice draw.
Well, Brad Height was hoping to get a couple here, but has to settle for one. Puts it into the corner of the button. K.Hartung with a 5-4 lead over Brad Height.
Totally my first time. I'm very excited. Don't worry, we have a great time. We're gonna throw the rock and practice, and then we're going to actually play games. Really? Yeah. Awesome.
Not better. Yeah. Could been better.
Want to try it and have some fun? Hurry hard to your local curling center or visit CurlSask.ca to find a curling center near you.
Action-packed here, opening draw at the 2020 SaskTel Tankard. My name is Sean Joyce. I'm here with Susan Lang and Kim Hudson. We are at the Horizon Credit Union Center in Melville.
Well, we saw Brad Heidt draw for the single point. Keeps the team in the game here. Cody does have control, though one up with, pardon me.
Here's our update. Over on sheet 1, it was 2 points by Matt Dunstone. Make that score 6-1.
Steve Powers, very nice board weight, come around, hit on shot rock, picked up 3 to tie this game. So we are 7-7 playing the 7th.
We already saw our feature sheet, 5-4, Hartung over Heidt.
Jason Jacobson with the steal of 1 in the 6th. We saw where Cole just barely missed that tick-bang double. And we're just on Skip Brock's right now. We'll let you know what happened there in the 7th then.
So we had the tight, well, about a halfway guard, I guess, brought in on the first one. The come around didn't bury, so Brad Heidt was able to make the hit and roll on the corner to that.
Never.
K.Hartung now asking Mark Larson to hit and stay. It does. Hang on for a bite of the 12-foot.
Looks like he thought about it for a second, and what the heck.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa off!
Get up. Come on.
Wants to keep the shooter in the rings if he can, but that's going to roll out of play. This might be the first time in this game that we could say we're seeing a little bit of scoreboard management here. K.Hartung quite content to blank this end.
Yep.
Well, and time clock management too, perhaps on the Height team. If this play this end open.
Yeah. Oh, there's another rock back there.
And not necessarily open in the sense bring this rock in this house. Open is in there's only a single decision to make here. They're trying to avoid a situation where they need time to choose one option over another.
It's all there.
I thought he grabbed. I thought he's a bit slower.
Yep. Can't hurt it.
Yeah. Go.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, you get it tight.
Well, we're tight. We're tight, Dan.
Easy people know. You're right.
I thought he had a good rotation.
Clean.
What do you think Brad's looking at?
Yep. Gotta go, actually. Gotta go.
Sure.
Yeah, gotta go. Really gotta go.
The cheering section just switched ends.
Sorry, Jay, my fault.
Now they're looking to straight peel that guard. They actually leave it for a corner guard.
Center guard, boys.
Yep. I think he's fine.
Should have enough.
Yep. Hard. Come on, boys, here.
Another center guard put up. Cody's going to look to peel it one more time.
No.
Tough to make the double peel here. It'd be awfully thin.
Yeah, that's really thin.
Yep. Good.
Rolls out on this one.
In.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Brad not wanting to throw one more center guard. You do that now, and then that's that dreaded 3-2 scenario. Would he come in and try to score 2 on you? So come into the open side right now.
Yeah. Just going to waste the end.
You just keep that clean.
If Brad can get around that corner guard with his last one, whether he has to draw or hit and roll. He's not going to leave one of the rings, but he'd play for the force that way.
At least, yeah. Yep.
We're there.
Oh, yeah.
You're assuming he has an open draw?
Or the hit and roll, that's what I'm saying. He'd play the hit and roll to get there. He's not going to just ignore a stone.
Yeah. No, this is good.
Even if he needs an 8-foot roll, he'll be trying it.
Yep.
Just normal. Yep. Yep. Right to it. Good sweep. Good.
Happy just to roll to the center line. Wasn't going to be beneficial to roll behind that corner at this point, even if it would have caught a part of the back 12 foot.
Hartung team not bad for time, but you can see Cody already making his way down to the other end.
Hard.
Clean.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Clean.
Whoa, Glenny, whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean it. Clean it hard.
Yep.
Clean it hard. Sorry, it wasn't loud enough. Didn't want anything to happen.
Yep.
Makes the hit, stays right there. Now Cody will look to hit and roll away from the corner guard, just to make that hit and roll all the way across the rings a little bit more difficult. He's thinking blank end here.
Weight's good.
Less than
Yep.
5 though. Actually, no, similar.
Yep.
Similar.
Yep. Clean. Clean. Right to it. Gotta go. Gotta go hard.
Nice normal. Nice normal.
Anything, dude?
Very nice.
Makes the
Just
hit,
like he
does
drew it
roll
out.
to the 8-foot. Don't know if he even can try the roll all the way across the house now. That's deep enough. You might be out the back of the rings.
Yeah.
Hair loss. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, off.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean it.
Off.
Whoa.
Off.
Whoa. We're good.
Off.
Attaboy.
Makes the hit, stays right there. K.Hartung now will be looking for the blank, just needs to roll out of the rings.
He just stayed down there in the hack position. No point wasting valuable clock time to come down and call a wide open, obvious shot.
Yeah.
K.Hartung with the big weight, but he called the sweep on right away.
Okay, you're good.
With that big weight, he doesn't need to hit it very far off the nose to roll out. Hit about half a rock. Does roll his shooter out of play. K.Hartung, the young guns with the average age closer to 120.
Half of.
half of the Height team, but they've got the 1-point lead.
Welcome back. I'm here with one of Canada's top curlers, Chelsea Carey. Chelsea, fans can get really close to the action at a live event. Do you think that's unique to the sport of curling?
Go, Chelsea! Yes.
At least she's okay. Experience the Scotties Tournament of Hearts live. Buy tickets now at curling.ca.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Well, a blank end in the 7th in our feature game, and there haven't been many of those in any of the games here in this opening draw. Quickly update all of the scores here in this opening draw action at the 2020 SaskTel Tankard.
Well, over on sheet 1, we haven't finished the 8th end yet, and the score still remains 6-2 for Matt Dunstone against Lloyd Fell, but keep in mind Matt Dunstone does have hammer.
Josh Height had an open draw, made it. It's for 2, and I didn't see the results of the measurement, so I'll have to wait for the scoreboard to go up to see if it was 3 points. We'll keep you posted once the score is hung up.
Sheet 3 is our feature sheet, and we saw the blank end there. Score remains 5-4, Hartung over Height.
Jason Jacobson with another steal of 1 over Cole Tanachuk takes a commanding 6-2 lead, playing the 8th end.
Come on, go, Glenny!
Well, we got a few rocks in play here.
Good
Back
job,
to our
Dan.
feature sheet.
Just give us 3 feet more. 3 feet? I will try.
We've seen some teams in this position where they will draw their first rock over to the side of the 12-foot. Cody opting to bring in Mark Larson's
real hard
rock in.
Line's good.
And you know that stone at the top of the button, it maybe looks nice at home, but it's a little deeper than they would have liked it to have been.
Well,
There was room.
yeah.
Good throw.
But I mean, I wasn't really saying much. Sorry, guys.
Freezer in there, Glenny.
Good shot.
Kind of got you right in between. Not bad.
Yeah. Caught in between there.
Okay. If you tap it to the freeze is okay.
What did he say? Straight freeze.
Straight freeze.
Straight freeze, tap a little is okay.
Okay.
Leads close.
And then I'd be willing to
How
bet
much?
a cup of coffee that Cody Hartung's going to go put the broom by that yellow
Whoa,
guard
should
somewhere.
have enough weight here then.
I don't think there's too many that'll take your bet.
Yeah, no, we're sliding here.
Well, the only question is going to be whether he just tries to straight peel it, or if there's an angle there where he might try to catch something in the rings.
Come on, get up. Get back.
They're heavy.
All right.
Good.
I would think he probably tries to peel it towards the stone that was just thrown.
here,
Well, he's
yeah.
going to play the freeze.
Do you think that's easier to get there?
Darn,
with
and
the
I could have had a
outturn?
cup of coffee out of that.
You could have.
Do you see the outturn better, or
Be a few moths flying out of your wallet.
didn't finish a whole bunch?
And you open it up.
Okay, let's see it. Hey, you didn't break anything. Yeah.
I've had to tighten the handle on that
Yeah.
stone twice. You saw Jaden a little worried about it still. You hate to have that kind of an issue in the back of your mind when you're throwing.
Yeah, for sure. But like you said, they'll be making sure of that between draws.
Got to run into something.
Needing to run into something suggesting this might be just a little bit warm. And there's nothing there for it to run into until it gets to the hacks.
Same thing, I think.
Same shot.
Yeah, playing it
Only
again.
better.
Hoping for a bit of a different result.
That's what he wants, eh?
Yeah.
Yep. The line's good, we could bump it a little. Yeah. Just throw for a freeze. No sweep.
There are the time clocks. Both teams do have their 2 timeouts.
Yep.
Splash weight.
Hard line.
Go hard, boys. Hard.
Hard line. Really hard. Hard. Whoa. Whoa off.
So making a decision early here that they weren't going to get around this guard. See if they can at least get it not staggered, but Glenn was 8 feet light anyway. Not a great result, so missed by Jaden, not followed up by Glenn. So we're sort of back to square one here with this end.
Probably looking for the double peel now.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Needs to come up a little bit more, not to jam the first one. Just enough. The big weight these guys are able to throw helps him spin that one all the way through the rings and out of play.
Yeah, that kind of weight, it's tough to dead jam.
The guard.
So looking to replace the guard.
K.Hartung sitting 2 right now, but
Room.
Brad
Whoa.
has
It's got
the
a
guard.
curl.
He can't
It's got
give
a
them a chance
curl.
to get that yellow one out of the rings.
Really
he can
got
always
a
play a
curl.
double on the reds with his last one to get
Come
the
on,
force.
Dan.
Go, Dan, go.
Now it'll come.
Hard. You got to
Now
make it
it'll
go. Hard. Go,
Now
Glenny.
it'll
Go,
come.
too. Come on, Dan.
Sweet, guys.
So now the other side of that question, K.Hartung, you know if you just keep peeling that guard, Brad Height's going to play the double on the reds with his last one you're forced. When do you make a play in the rings?
Well, I don't know. What do you think? Do we ever hammer the yellow on the center line? I don't think it goes anywhere, does it? Well, there's space there, yeah. Oh, I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
I'd
looking
be
at
concerned
playing
you're
the
going to
bump.
lose both
Back
reds
line?
to do that.
No, like back 8.
Oh, I'd like to get some separation between our yellow and red there.
Okay. Back 8 then.
Back 4.
Oh.
Back 8.
Whoa.
Clean. Weight's pretty good.
Don't jump it.
Weight's pretty good.
Close.
Just back 4. Not even.
Fuck's sakes, right?
Oh,
Boy, this one's going hard.
Yeah,
Might have
that
picked.
picked.
Okay.
Scrapped.
Okay. God. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Still made it. I don't know what happened.
Shot, Ty.
Yeah, they were awfully disappointed by a shot that was still okay.
Yeah,
Actually, they're pretty close to the way he intended.
or almost better.
Very good.
I got to drop one on top.
I would have said he could have afforded to curl just a little bit more. He left an overlap on those 2 reds that might be able to double them over the top.
Call the timeout?
Yeah.
Brad has called
here's
timeout here.
no
So this-
coach, so
so this is a matter of, do you get more yellows in there, tap up that corner 4 foot
Get around
one.
with that out turn and top this for top freeze.
What's that?
Can I get around with this out turn and top freeze our 2?
Probably just freezing it's the best.
Okay.
You can probably get it with the intern too if you want.
Yeah, yeah, just a little.
I'm not sure which is better.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not sitting real great.
no, I'm with you.
You could almost tap it to a freeze of that back one would be the best shot.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. Can we do that with the out? It's slightly underneath. It's slightly overburied.
with that long guard, you can play it either way. We've seen the curl come both ways.
Talking about coming down here, touching this stone up into this area.
Oh, there, he's double peeling, right?
I think the nice part of at least playing
You can do
the
that for a while, but
out-turn is you're not navigating that
Red
top
rock.
8-foot red rocks.
I don't
At least you
think
can
you're
control
gonna get
the
enough
sweep,
to tap it onto this one.
the weight better.
I think we got to play the intern if it's.
I agree with you, Sue, but it's there all day with the intern as well, crossing face.
If you're anywhere close to the red one,
Well,
you're
it's
not
still
getting the right
slamming
side
that
of the
on
yellow
this
one
one.
anyway.
Okay.
I think we either guard it. This isn't bad, you know. If we can get it to here, even the draw
Well,
there.
I think that'll curl.
This shot we can do.
Okay.
But he's still ripping it. I think we throw the guard.
Okay.
Just throwing the guard. Changing turns, though.
Guard, Dano.
All right.
Time back in.
Past the yellow that you just threw, or higher?
I think
Getting tighter all the
square
time.
might be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just doing the math myself.
Shoot, so I missed where they said they wanted this. I think Dan said, do you want it past the one that's there?
I think you got to be careful. Try to make the
handle,
double
guys.
peel
That'll slide a
difficult
long
because
way.
if you leave these too close together,
slide a long
Cody will just
way.
try to peel them both. And now what do you do with one rock to protect your
Line's real good.
stone in the top 4 foot?
Keep it straight. Hard, Dan. Hard, Dan. Hard, Dan. Good,
Yeah, nice
good,
sweep,
good.
guys.
Good
It's
shot.
pretty good.
Shot.
That's good. Yeah, I just knew
I
I
was
was
just
pretty
giving you a
possible.
guide.
Louise.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good talk.
Move one of those around. Yeah. Pretty good call. I like where that red in the top 4 foot is right now, so. Okay. I don't know what else.
Just peeling the single.
Peeling
Might
to
catch that
yeah.
one. Yeah. Playing to catch the one on the edge of the 4.
Tyler Hartung looking
Yep.
for the run back
Yes.
here. Try to
Oh, boy.
catch
Oh,
that yellow off the stop. This
No,
is
no.
inside the line they were looking for.
Oh.
Well, I don't think that's what he had in mind. But he might have wanted to try to sweep that yellow one back. He could have been
Could have
sitting
got
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it did the
Could
same
be
thing.
sitting
Probably
too.
have either turn, eh?
Leaves Brad to come around with the one behind the tee line.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's probably
so-
deep ends, if anything. I like that, Brad. Looks real good.
Does get rid of the congestion in front of the tee line for Cody.
And he did leave that rock there in the top corner of the
They have
12 foot
been
that
better
we've
than
seen the
what he
Hartungs utilize those kinds of rocks to score multiples.
Okay, put it on there. It's still the same, eh?
Yeah, it looks the same, right? Yeah.
We should have room. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Whoa, then.
Back house. Back
Ah.
house.
Whoa,
Back
whoa,
house.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Stay with it, though.
Oh, we're heavy. We're through. We're through.
No curl either. Brutal.
Glenn. That's a heavy throw.
Huh?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, good. Okay.
Not much to be said there, Brad Height. A little heavy on the draw. It slides through the back.
You know how
Probably
many
gonna try
times
to
I've
come
done
this
that,
way
Glenn?
again.
Yeah, I like
These here?
Well, Mark
They're way
just
too high.
checking in with
Step over, Tim.
Glenn
I don't know
just
how you do it.
to
You don't even have to bury it.
eliminate the possibility
Like half
that
would be
might be
better.
a little bit quicker rock.
Half under is probably the best, right? Because then it gives you something.
Yeah, I like bite the button.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you're in turn or out? I'm thinking in.
Is it smarter to go this way, Ty? Well, then if he goes that way, do I have this? Or it's pretty thin.
you always got that.
If I go here, he freezes it together.
Well, that's kind of why I would like going
The problem
here.
with the ends, you can come off that one.
Then you just tap that up.
Play the out, you might take that away just because it's going to be a way steeper angle, right?
You do go this way. Then if he's here, you do have that. But I mean, if you're here, then you just have this.
Yeah, but I
This
think
is easier, right?
Okay. I like the out actually.
Okay.
Middle.
Yeah.
Little more.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
You know, your main concern here, given that we're in the 8th end, you got last rock in the even end, you've already got a 1-point lead.
You want it?
You have to make sure you score here. You don't want to give him any chance to steal. I'm thinking instead of being just forefoot, if you're about a third to a half your rock in the button, right on the center line, how does Brad get shot rock? Get it
And
free
that's
to
right.
the back one won't get you there.
Yeah. And that's where you have to be because Brad has the other side to come around.
Yeah, he's got both sides
So,
to freeze to that
yep.
back one. So I think you've got to be deep enough here that he can't sit on the back one for shot.
Line's fine. Go here, Mark. Gotta go here. Gotta go.
Line's good. Switch if you gotta go. Switch if you gotta go. Pull 4.
Switch the angle
Easy,
that they were
don't be
sweeping and
deep.
try to get a little extra curl, and I'm not sure they needed to go as hard as they
Right.
were going.
You know, the weight was pretty good. Just needed to curl a little
A
more.
little bit. Sorry, coach.
Same shot, little less weight.
Well, a little bit of an opportunity here for Brad to just come down, tip into the edge of that button.
Sitting here, he's got that.
Even if you sit,
I come here.
you got to get to, like if you're
That's
here,
tougher.
it's tougher, right?
Yeah, I think I like this
We're
better.
gonna run.
All right.
Where were we? You're out here?
Yep.
I think
So,
we gotta go there.
same shot, just
Supposed to
a
run
few
another time.
feet less weight on this throw.
Yeah.
again,
A few feet or 8 of them.
Yeah. But again, so cognizant of the Hartung's hitting capability, you have to be very aware of where that top 12-foot rock is that Brad knows they could make a play on it. So positioning on this one, frozen to that back one, is his only chance here for a score or holding them to 1.
Wait, what's
Okay,
that?
line's good.
I think we're okay.
Whoa.
Still heavy.
Good line, guys.
Whoa!
Still there.
Yep.
Well, this one's starting to curl early.
Hard
That's a
line,
spot
Dan,
where
go!
Tyler
Gotta
Hartung's
go!
really curled hard.
Got to get by the red one. It's not going
Come
to.
on.
Weight looked really nice, but it must have snapped about that same spot that
Just curled it.
Tyler thought he lost his.
Well, and some of that could be the difference in the weight. He brought the
We
weight
need to
down
be
on
on
that
it.
one, and it
Oh, wait, was good.
No, we
curled
need to be
earlier.
on it.
Yeah, the line.
And wait.
You can give us the same.
So a draw for 3 and a chance to break this game open.
A hair more, didn't I?
K.Hartung made the draw to
little
the
wider,
corner of the
too.
forefoot on his first one, grabbed a
wider.
little piece of the button. Just needs
That's
to
good.
follow
Good.
it down, make the same shot, and he can pick up 3.
Line's fine.
Weight's good. Now we're good.
You're on this. We're good. Cleaner end, boys. Oh boy. Gross.
Just a clean brush in. K.Hartung puts that stone in the corner of the forefoot. He'll pick up 3 points here in the 8th end.
3 red.
He takes an 8-4 lead over Brad Height.
Oh boy. Sorry about that first one.
We all dream about our future. It takes only a moment for those dreams to shatter. My daughter's dreams are over. She lost her life using her phone while driving.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Curling Canada and the 2020 Scotties Tournament of Hearts in Moose Jaw.
Opening draw action winding down here at the 2020 SaskTel Tankard. We've got one final to report.
Yeah, that's over on sheet 1. There has been a handshake. Make the final score over there, 8-2 for Matt Dunstone over Lloyd Fell.
Steve Howard had the opportunity on a hit and stick to get 2 points, but he rolled out, only counted the single. Josh Height retains a 10-8 lead, playing the 9th.
Our feature sheet is what we just saw. We saw the big 3 points make the score 8-4. Hartung over Brad Height.
Cole Tandachuk's North Battleford Twin Rivers team picked up 2 in the 8th end. They're still down though without hammers, 6-4 for Jason Jacobson playing the 9th end.
And here we see, with their 4-point lead, the Hartung team puts it top 4 in the top 8. Middle 8 in the house anyway, and looking to repeat it with the second. See the corner guard go up with the Height team.
There more. I got more. Yeah, it is. We're probably going to end up in the same spot anyway. No, we'll deep crash.
Yep.
Little bump.
Yep.
Back. We're T-line for sure.
Okay, well,
just T.
Yeah,
just T. Little bump.
Whoa,
just T-line.
Whoa.
Just T.
Good shot.
Keep curling, baby.
Bump. Good.
Shot. It's good.
Brad Height calling for the second corner guard, this time on the other side now. This is a departure from the way they've played this earlier, but might have been brought about by the fact that first corner guard's about halfway.
Should be halfway.
Hard to throw the 2 of them on the same side and get separation.
Yeah.
And the Brushers have backed away from this one. When you're splitting the rings like this, you'd like these 2 guards to be close to even.
What?
If you can't be even, you want that double peel to be steep.
Like that.
So Brad takes it those last couple of feet.
Shots.
Really tight.
Hack.
So playing the tick on the corner guard.
We can't hit it though, right? No, we're just trying to split it. Split it and roll the center. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Just like a doesn't really do a lot of good, but thin quarter.
Well, may as well give this a try. Cody bringing another rock into the rings doesn't really help Cody. All it does is make a clutter as they're trying to get rid of these yellow corners on the next shots.
Whoa. Yep. Hard mark.
All the way.
Gotta go. Hard. Go. Hard. Go.
Takes the tick.
Great try.
Just gets to the divider, so that rock will go back.
Good play by Mark Larson to keep his broom in position there. Make sure that rock gets back as close as possible to where it started.
That's close. Maybe you didn't touch those red. I thought you might have clipped a red, but didn't. Okay.
I think Brad's trying to decide which one they're going around. Decision made.
Not through the house.
Any piece of the rings behind the guard is really all he's looking for here. This could be just hanging on to the back of the 12-foot. They'd be fine with that if it's buried.
Line's good.
I think he's got enough weight, Dan. I'm worried about sweeping it.
Probably gonna. Go, Dan. Go, Dan. Hard. Go.
Looking to get some curl here and try to bury it.
You squirt it in, eh? That's thin. I'll make it.
Yeah, looking at coming across over on top of the other one, but that's pretty thin.
Well, not just looking for the double peel. Didn't I hear him say it could squirt in? I'll make it. So
yeah, I did.
He wants to hit the back end of the second yellow.
I think that's what I heard.
Try, Jay. Jay wanted that one.
He didn't make it anyway. He just got the one.
Thinner.
Confidence is a good thing.
Shot.
Little deep's okay.
Okay.
It should curl that.
Little deep is okay for a couple of reasons here. You want to have room for more than one, but then the other thing about it is eventually you have to deal with those reds in the middle, and the way the double is lined up is it's going to come behind these. You want it deep so that it actually has room to go over the top of your own stone.
Gotta go! Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep, yep. Hard! Way back, Dan. Go! Go, Dan! Keep her coming. Come on,
Made
right
the
up, right up,
porch.
right up.
So 2 nice shots by B.Heidt.
With heel or? Yeah.
Yep.
We've been drinking.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Oh. Oh. Thanks.
Okay.
It's got some weight on that
Good.
one, enough so that we could hear some wind on one of
I
the
think
sweepers'
that's-
mics.
And they dropped off pretty early.
Freeze on the red one.
Well, certainly with the 4-point lead, no benefit at all for the Hartung team
right
to
on
leave,
top of the Glenny's yellow.
leave any more of their
so.
rocks in play. Even
You're
if they
gonna
end up
need more
giving up
ice
2,
than
they're still in
you
full
had the
control
other end
playing the
going.
10th.
I had edge of the 4 last
Oh, you want to
time.
go here?
You want to go behind?
Around it.
Might not be a bad call.
First thought was to come around the corner again. The problem is, you know, that
This-
Cody
this
Hartung's
double's
just
never
going to
gonna be
run it
there.
back and get them all.
Is that right?
Unless we're froze right on it, I guess.
All right. Whatever you think.
I don't know.
Something
Can I
to keep in
freeze
mind
on the
right
red one, or
now.
that's no good?
You don't need
It's
the
not
double.
bad.
You've got second shot. If you come
Yeah, we
around
can
the
do that
reds, you
too.
almost have
All
to
right.
be back 12 to
I
bury.
like
Then
that.
you would need that double. If you play this freeze, Cody might kill one of those for you. That could work for you.
Bump it back too far, though, it might set up the double there. So have to be very precise with this shot.
Should be T-line.
But you are trying to make everything a little bit more difficult
Hold
for
there.
your
Off,
opposition.
Dan, if it's T-line.
Yeah, you don't
Tapping a
want to
little.
move this stone.
Tapping a little.
Whoa.
Off.
Whoa, it's got to
Tap
curl.
a little.
Let her curl. Ah. Get up.
Good.
That might not be bad.
I was just going to say, at
Hair,
least
eh?
it prevents the
Just a little heavy.
double with that
She was
red rock
coming in nice.
sandwiched in
She'd have-
between.
She'd have welded that right on there.
Nose is okay, I think.
Normal on the nose?
Throw on between the reds.
Okay. Weight's good. Good weight.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Weight's real good.
Whoa. Yep.
Never.
Close. Yep. 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 Yep.
Just
Nice
like
shot,
they
Ryan.
drew
Shot,
out.
Ty, boy. Real nice.
Hit it on the nose.
On the nose.
And roll in behind our guard.
Could do that too.
I think that roll can just a little bit farther than they would like, or 2 inches not
Yeah.
far enough, because it looks like it goes over the top of the yellow right now.
Okay.
Save the shooter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard, Glenny, go.
Go, Glenn.
They're trying to keep it
Right up.
straight here, but not getting
I
the roll.
expected more than that.
Yeah.
That's barely wall.
Sorry, boys. Hair tight. It's not bad where it's sitting though. For a
Yeah,
bump.
he's got this, but
Probably. What did we ask for? Is he doing that? If we pick it, he might go around there.
no, he has to hit it.
Does he?
Yeah, he's hitting it and rolling all day.
Okay.
Just gotta make it, right? And then you still got something. Just right beside it? straight peel and make him make the roll.
Yeah, playing the straight peel here.
Straight peel? I think so.
Thing is, they play this straight peel. That does leave Brad the double and the roll to be sitting 2 behind a corner.
But Tyler said even if he makes that, you still got something. By what he what he means by that is you got the run triple.
Yeah.
And they're not scared to leave one of those behind.
I don't know if Brad would be able to get the double, but it's the roll on his first one that would be the really crucial shot.
I think to get the roll, he's hitting the rock on the right side to perhaps get the double. The question will be how much weight does he throw when he wants to make sure he keeps the shooter.
Same thing.
Okay.
Good job. Thanks. We got a 3 ball. One first, right? Yeah, one first. Good throw.
Harrimore.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Off.
Whoa,
Off.
Off. Close.
Yep.
Yes. Hard. Hard.
Hard,
Quick.
buddy.
Come on, Dan. Go, 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 go.
Oh, man.
Just lost the line a little
shot.
bit, but does move both Reds.
For him to go across.
Left the shooter out in the open, though, I think, and it means K.Hartung will have a chance to play the double.
Yeah. A third? Yeah. Okay.
Final stone here on sheet 2.
In the 9th end, Josh Height needs to follow down Steve Howard's rock there on the back 4-foot, but Josh is looking a little toasty here. Oh, it's just coming up now, gets his single point.
Across the top, eh?
Takes an 11-8 lead. Good thing we don't have one of those old-fashioned scoreboards or a regular scoreboard that only goes to 10 points. They've been, this game's been really entertaining, lots of rocks in play and lots of big scores.
Well, we've seen lots of rocks in play across the sheets. I think the men are liking the ice. That's what I have to say.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Yes. 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 Good.
K.Hartung looking for the double. Takes his own as well, but that'll leave Brad Height with no shot to score 2 here.
That pick? What's that? Did it actually pick? No. I thought Ty was yelling it was picking. No.
So, big decision. Do you want to throw through for
Really
the
good.
blank and
Well, they're looking
be
at
4
whether or not they
points
can
down?
split that. It might just be there, but that's a tough split.
He's kind of going on that. We need 4 to tie.
To tie.
Yeah.
All right.
We gotta cross the face of it, don't we? Geez, that looks like too much weight.
1 out of 30.
Probably all we got. Otherwise, I don't think we're playing
A little tall.
either way.
No. Are you trying to go across the face of it? Or?
Yeah.
Well, you got to throw a little tough.
Hair lass.
That's what Dan thought.
Little lass. What?
Too much ice.
Oh, fuck.
I guess that's
You
why
call
he
the
doesn't
line,
ask
Dan.
Dan.
I'll call the weight.
Okay, okay, okay.
Tough shot. It's probably just
what he
there, but
wants.
this is not the way you like to throw a split. You don't want to have to move the first stone
whoa.
8
Yep,
feet,
yep.
but he needs
Oh,
to
yeah.
throw that much
Got
weight
that.
to have any chance to
Pick.
get the second
All
one
right.
in, and
All right, pick.
this one is picked.
in
Try
that
and get
same
it through.
general area out there, and
Get it
that's
through,
where
don't count one.
Cody thought his peel even.
Looking to get it through so he can get the blank.
This one's on too.
I think that's enough.
Not going to happen. It's going to be a single point here for Brad Height.
Curling,
and-
guys.
Let's go a couple.
Sounds like some handshakes.
Good game.
Thanks,
Well,
Josh.
Oh, we're done.
3 of them are shaking hands. Brad said, let's throw a couple.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks, Schweigs. Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
So it will go into the books as an 8-5 final. K.Hartung picks up a win in his opening game here at the 2020 SaskTel Tankard. Kim Hudson has made her way down to ice level, and she's got Cody with her now.
I do. You're going to want to see lots of me this weekend. That means you win.
That's right, of course.
Great win, you guys. That looked like a pretty solid effort.
Yeah, definitely. The start we wanted for sure. I think we got a pretty good feel for the ice, so time to rest up tonight and go again in the morning.
And was the game plan any different playing the Wiley seasoned veterans?
I don't think so. No, not at all.
Okay, and what changes now? Anything the same going into the rest of the weekend?
Yep, same thing. We like rocks and play, and if we get in trouble, we can get out of it. So,
yeah, I'll say. Good luck, you guys.
Thank you.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Welcome back. I'm here with one of Canada's top curlers, Chelsea Carey. Chelsea, fans can get really close to the action at a live event. Do you think that's unique to the sport of curling?
Go, Chelsea! Yes.
At least she's okay. Experience the Scotties Tournament of Hearts live. Buy tickets now at curling.ca.
Well, just one game remaining here in this opening draw from the 2020 SaskTel Tankard. That on sheet 2. Josh Height and Steve Howard are in the final end here. We're going to turn our attentions to that one, but let's quickly update all these finals for you.
Well, we saw Matt Dunstone with a strong opening start defeat the Bell team from Unity 8-2, moving over to the Josh Height game. Steve Howard in a 3-point deficit playing the 10th, trying to at least tie this up to get to an extra end. K.Hartung we saw just wrap up the Brad Height game 8-5 after 9 ends, and they shook hands in the 10th fair. Jason Jacobson over Cole Tanichuk 8-4.
Steve Howard does have last rock here, trailing by 3. He's got the one guard to work with, a couple of reds in the middle.
Rock, Dan.
Looking to bring a second
There
one
goes.
in.
Yep.
Two teams that actually have coaches here. You see Russ Howard and Brian McCullough back there.
Hard! Hard, Dan! Go, go, Dan! Go, 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 go!
I think you could make a case that the coaches in this game could be called offensive coordinators, because I don't think there's any defense being played at all.
So Matt Ring hoping to catch a little bite of the rings there to get fourth shot.
Right now.
But it's still in a pretty strong position there. Brock Montgomery looking for a peel on something yellow.
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Try and stop it on here.
Catches a few.
It's actually a little bit of a break for Steve Howard. That's one less stone that he's going to have to deal with, and he will have to deal with that red one eventually, but when you're trying to score 3, you'd like to ignore those for as long as you can.
Yeah, not just yet.
Well, it certainly opens up the opportunity to just have a biter count as an extra point after that rock and the full 12-foot was removed.
Good look at it from the hack end as you see it now. That one yellow stone that's in the rings still open. So looking for the come around here.
Daniel Selke looking to come around fully buried. Even 3/4 buried makes it a little tricky, but if you can get fully buried, that would Make it difficult to remove second shot there in the back.
Lots of room. Matt, lots of room.
Hard, Matt. Hard, Matt.
Whoa, then.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Get ready, Matt. Get ready.
Got a curl.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Nicely done. See what the line looks like.
Hope you get the double with like bump.
It's only.
Yeah, I'm thinking
they
you
can
can
see
see
most of
basically
it.
the whole thing.
Same shot.
I like
Could
control
throw
that.
regular at it.
You think you can throw normal easy? Like you got to hit 7/8 to 3/4.
I can hit 3/4 with normal. But if you like
Let's
control,
go
that's
control,
fine.
and if we go thin, we stick over here.
Control?
Yeah.
Just looking across the 3 finals we've already got, this is the only game where 8 points isn't going to be enough to win. but there's an 8 on every board.
Yeah.
Room.
Testament to the ice.
Got to curl. Got to curl the whole way. Go. Hard Trent.
Hard, Trent.
It's just hard, I think. Super, hey?
Just gets the 1 stone, but again, that back yellow stone is in the open. Steve Howard will look to come around the long corner guard here.
Makes an adjustment on the broom here, trying to bury it a little bit more than what Daniel's first stone was, because he certainly had great weight.
Well, if you play these stones out, there's a chance for Steve Howard right now. You bury this one, you expect Josh Heidt will hit the one that he can see. You almost have to come around again, try to bury 2. He can't peel the guard because then you'll have a double for the win.
All there.
Or, pardon me, for the tie.
For the tie, yeah. No, it's setting
You got to bury this stone.
No.
First things first.
That's a lot of room by the guard.
Well, we know it finishes.
I'm
not sure about
I
that
think he's
much.
looking for the freeze now. And that's not the corner you wanted to freeze it on if you did. Even if you don't make the double here, you should blast it out into the open. And you'll have an open hit to run them out of rocks. So Josh Heidt with his first stone here at the 10th end. If he can make the double, the game's over. He'll pick up the win.
Winner of this game moves on to play Matt Dunstone.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Yep.
Needs to get to the nose to make the double. Makes the hit, clips the second stone, does get the double. That'll be enough to run Steve Howard out of rocks here in this final game on the ice in draw number 1. So we've got 4 finals for you. And we have 4 more games for you tonight. Draw 2 will be at 7:30 tonight. We'll have all the action for you right here on CurlSask.ca. Quickly recapping all of the finals. 8s across all 4 sheets. On sheet 1, it was Matt Dunstone, 8-2 winner over Lloyd Fell. On sheet 2, you just saw that game finish. Josh Heidt with 11. Steve Howard's 8 points aren't enough to get the win, so it's Josh Heidt moving on in the A event there. K.Hartung with the 8-5 win over Brad Heidt in our feature game. And on sheet 4, Jason Jacobson, an 8-4 winner over Cole Tenachuk. As I said, we'll have draw number 2 at 7:30 on CurlSask.ca, and that game will also be available on SaskTel Max.